sometimes people think that being alive is hard, okay? Sometimes I think being alive is hard, but I am alive, so what am I meant to do about it? It's like some rules. I don't live by rules, sorry. I don't live by rules. This little piggy went to... It's like, honestly, if you've got to do it anyway, you may as well try and enjoy it. Like, I just take that through with life. If I've got to do something, I'm not going to do it miserable. Why am I going to do it annoyed or miserable? Why? Like, oh, I don't... When I was working, but before I was on the dole... No, I'm joking, I'm not. Not that there's anything wrong with the dole. Get your money. I don't know how much people earn on that these days. Anyway, right. Shh. I lost my train of thought. Dreaming about dole money. Oh, I had to get that first bottle of wine straight on my UC. Where actually was I then? What was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was working, if I woke up a little bit, I don't want to go to work today. I've got to go, so I'm not going to go to work. So I'm not going to go to work and be miserable all day for 8 hours and make my day even worse, because I've got to be there anyway. It's like when I met Maisie when I was travelling, we tried getting from, where was it, Bangkok to Vietnam one time, and look, we booked the Grab, whatever it was in the big taxis, and we're getting in it, and we've booked our flights and everything already, right? And as I'm opening the door, a tuk-tuk flies round the corner and goes to smash into the side of the door. By the way, another fight or flight, you never know how you're going to react in these situations. For some reason, in the heat of my mind, I thought the best option right then, because I really didn't want the guy's door to fully come off its hinges, but I don't think that would probably be possible anyway by a tuk-tuk, but that's what my brain went into. I held onto the door so tight. I held onto that door so tight that I then held on so hard that I ended up getting absolutely flung into the side of the car, bruised, battered, nothing worse than a woman scorned. But it was my fault anyway, so then we had to wait for ages to sort that out, so we ended up missing our flight. Well, we didn't fully, we hadn't thought we'd missed it yet, okay? So we sorted it out, we then got a different driver. When we were in the car with him, he's being all a little bit, pay me more and I'll take you the quick way. And I'm like, with me mate's going, we've got no other cash. He's like, find some. I'm not a magician. I don't know where I'm getting it from, right? So anyway, I think he was pissed off at us. So we started going the slow way around, and we then got to the airport. Den is the menace. We then got to the airport and had missed the flight. Then the next flight wasn't for, guess how long? 16 hours, all right? But the airport's a long way from Bangkok. You're a long way from home now, honey, and there's no place like it. So we just thought, well, we're going to be here for 16 hours, let's make the most of it. That was maybe one of the most enjoyable 16 hours of my life, actually. Me and Maisie spoke about every single thing you could possibly even physically think to speak about. There wasn't one topic that went unturned. We played games, we made homemade games, we were playing Shag, Marry, Avoid about everyone. We was FaceTiming everyone that we'd met. How long were me and Maisie in Thailand for? 2 months? We FaceTimed everyone we'd ever met. That took up about 3 hours. Went to McDonald's about 7 times. Because we would just get one thing at a time because we knew we'd just have to go back anyway. So we weren't getting a full meal. And we ordered on Grab face masks. It was fun. That's the way you gotta live life, I think. If you have to do something anyway, you may as well try and enjoy it while you do it, right? The second way that I live life is I do things that I used to enjoy when I was a child. I go to the park. The park era started when I was working long hours. I was working like 14, 15, 16-hour days. I think I exaggerated then. I would get up at 4 a.m. to walk the dog for an hour. Then we'd set off for work, we'd get to work at 6, we'd do 12 hours, we'd come back for 7. So I know your work day is actually when you're at work, so it was a 12-hour work day, but all in all, it was about 15 hours. And in that morning, I just started getting this overwhelming feeling to go to the park. with Reggie, he loved it, go on the slide, I'd go on the zip wire every morning. It gave me a push for work. I'm not even joking or lying, and it wasn't a placebo. It would give me a push for work. I think like me and Holly, we do things sometimes like, I don't know, what did me and Holly do? Me and Holly, sometimes we pretend we haven't seen each other for ages, even though we have. Like, I've been at her house for a couple of days, and we'll go into Clapham High Street, and I'll bring a little tiny suitcase that I brought to hers, and we'll jump up and down and pretend we've just, I'll come out Clapham station, and we'll pretend that we've just seen each other, and we jump up and down, and we're excited, and it's like this huge thing. Little things like that, and people say to me, pushing 30 and still going to the park. All right, but who's happy and who's a wanker? And let me guess or tell you, it's not it. It's this way. I'm happy, you're the wanker. Why am I not going to do things that give me a bit of serotonin? I feel like the key to life is doing things that you enjoyed as a child. Go bowling, go swimming. I love going swimming. Anyway, that's my second way that I do this. My third way that I enjoy life is I try not to take anything personally. Alexa, play Take My Hand. I didn't realise we've been sat in silence this whole long, so my voice has been taking over everything. And when I talk, it's like I have multiple voices. Alexa, volume 3. Said to me on here, what, you dance exactly. I've had you run exactly how I thought you'd run. You dance exactly how I thought you'd dance. You drive exactly how I thought you'd drive. Right. Alexa, volume 4. Alexa, volume 3. I try, it doesn't always work. I try not to take anything personally from anyone. I don't think you can take people doing bad things to you or saying bad things to you as something personal against you. It's because, right, put yourself in my shoes. If you're a normal person, right, and you don't want to hurt other people's feelings, regardless if they've been horrible to you, you don't want to hurt their feelings because of how you feel about yourself. You're a nice person. When you're a horrible person, you want to hurt other people's feelings because you hate yourself. You don't like yourself. That's why you do it. So you can't take people doing things to you personally. I just can't take it as a personal attack. I know when people do bad things to me, it hasn't been because they haven't done it because I'm a horrible person, and they haven't done it because they don't like me enough, and they haven't done it because of anything wrong with me. They've done it because they don't like themselves. And that's just how it comes down to. So I don't take anything anyone does to me personally. I try not to. Sometimes I have a wobble, but for the most part, like, I'm not taking what you say about me, about me, by the way. And I know me, by the way, because I'm me, I'm myself. So why am I going to listen to the likes of you? Why am I going to listen to you doing a horrible thing to me, and then I'm going to determine my worth off what you've done? Oh, no. It doesn't work like that around here. I just don't do it. Like, and I remember this so well. This was like years and years and years ago. This was like, it was 4 years, so it was years and years and years and years ago. So I remember one of my exes saying to me, something I'd said to him was the worst thing I'd ever said. Bear in mind, I'd probably told him to die quite a lot and wished, like, incurable diseases on him. I probably have, like, and I probably did. So, but this is what got him. This is what he said was the worst thing I've ever said in my life, and it was not even that fucking, in hindsight. I said something like, I can't remember what I said. I said something like, you know, like, I can wake up every day as myself and live with myself. I can look in the mirror every day. I can look in the mirror every day and live with myself and be happy with myself and think, yeah. Okay, and I think I said to him something like, because he just hated himself, like really didn't like himself, and I think I said to him like, you know, you have to live in your own brain forever. That's hell. That's hell. You have to wake up. You can never ever escape your own brain. You have to be in that always. There's no unless you get a lobotomy. There's no two ways about it, darling. You've got to live in it forever. And he said that was the worst thing I ever said, and I know it hit a nerve compared to the ones about wishing him dead, because like he knows that was actually so true. So that's another way. It's my life, by the way. I think I had more to say about that one. I also live my life like, I haven't always done this either. Like, and a lot of things that I say comes from the fact that I have done it and it's done no good. So like, I don't live my life thinking everyone's gonna hurt me and everyone's gonna do something bad to me, or else I wouldn't have met like so many people that I've met. Like Maisie, I met Maisie my first day of traveling. She's with a boyfriend or whatever. If I was really closed off to meeting people or thinking, or like not trusting anyone, or like not opening myself up to anyone, I wouldn't have so many of the friendships that I have, which I think my friendships are like top tier, the best friendships you could ever have. I wouldn't have them if I just went through life thinking, no, they're gonna hurt me, they're gonna hurt me, they're gonna hurt me. You're only affecting yourself. It's the same with like, and this might come as a surprise to some people, because I know I do sometimes like saying that, you know, fuck you, fuck them, fuck this, and fuck no one, because I'm 8 months celibate from the 4th of July. Remember the 4th of November. I will, because it's 8 months. I remember every 4th from now on. That overwhelms me so much. My brain's just really jumping. My brain's like a brainstorm. I don't know if anyone gets this. Like, you have one thought. I think this is normal, and then they're just back, like they're bouncing everywhere then, and like I can't catch them, and I'm trying to like grab them as I'm speaking, but like they're all so quick that I can't. Anyway, yeah, I know I like to say I fucking wish, like, I wish bad on people who've done bad to me. I really actually don't care. I don't care. I have and will forgive. I've forgiven everyone for doing anything terrible to me. Why am I going to hold on to hate for someone when they don't care? If someone's a bad enough person to do some awful things to you, they're not going to care if you still hate them to this day. Like, the only person I'm affected is myself, because I'm now holding hate in my heart for someone and negativity for someone who actually isn't asked, not bothered. So why would I do that? I would say hi to anyone who's hurt me. I don't think, it doesn't mean don't have boundaries, you know. Would I talk to them again or get in contact with them again? No, I wouldn't. But if I saw them or whatever, all right. I don't think there's anything wrong with forgiving people, but elephants never forget. And yeah, I'm not living my life with negativity for someone who isn't asked about me having negativity for them. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my breath. And if I did that for everyone that's ever done bad things to me, I probably, to be fair, wouldn't have that. I actually haven't had that many bad things. Have I? Yeah, I probably have actually. Not that many people though. I've had bad things happen, but from the same people. Anyway, that's for a different day, innit? Yeah, I think you're wasting your energy doing that. That's why you feel miserable. That's another rule that I live by. Right, what rule are we on now? Like 6? What else do I do? Also, these aren't rule books. I just like to. All these things, by the way, I have not done before as well. Like, do you know what I mean? At a period of time, I've been like, I'm not forgiving you for a whole year probably. I'm not trusting anyone ever again for a whole year probably. I am seeing everyone is out to get me. Everyone wants to hurt me. I've done that. Like, I've still done it. I'm not saying from the get-go I'm a fucking, like, or else, what would I, like, by the way, because I think what I remember is, by the way, I am a person, or am I? Right. Okay. Where was I going with that one? Yeah, I've done them for a period of time and they haven't worked for me, and that's why I'm not doing them. That's why I don't do them now. If I got hurt again by someone, would I probably for like a month be like, well, fuck this, I'm never gonna trust anyone again? Yeah, probably, normal, but you just can't carry it on for the rest of your life. That's what I don't do that. Right, next rule. Oh, so new. What's the next rule? Oh, new Dua Lipa song sounds shit. What else do I live by? I'm trying to think now. You can't neglect yourself from ever feeling like love again, or like ever forming connections with anyone again, like romantic or platonic or whatever. You can't neglect yourself from them feelings because of what someone's done to you. Like, you're taking the piss. Like, I'd always think, oh, you what, like, and again, like I'm saying, I've done it. I did it, and I was miserable because I wasn't myself. Like, I'm not letting someone else have the control of changing who I am. Like, you can't just live your life being upset by someone or hurt by someone and then changing who you are because they've upset you. Like, I do trust people straight away. I do think people are good straight away. And I like those things about myself, and I'm not going to let someone else change my own. That's my own. How are you taking my personality traits? How are you taking my characteristics? Why am I letting you now dictate my life and how I live my life? And now I'm going to go in situations and think they're going to hurt me straight away. They're not going to be a good person. I'm not trusting them. I'm not opening myself up. What? No, I've never lived my life like that, and I'm not going to let someone change how I live my life. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving someone a satisfaction of changing who I am as a person. No thanks. It's my life. One cat. I also really just do whatever I want in this life. Like, I'm not gonna... Oh my god, I did a whole video on my rules and I'm about to say I don't live by the rules. But I don't live by the rules in terms of like, I live by my rules. I live by my rules. I don't live by the rules of, oh, by 25 you should have a partner, 26 you get the house, 27 you get engaged, 28 you get married, 29 you get the baby. I'm in the process of donating my eggs at the minute as well, and these are all things that, because when you donate them, right, you've got to put on, you like write a letter to like the future child, if a couple hopefully manages to have one with your eggs. You kind of write like a letter that the parents can give to them when they're older, because I mean, not all parents tell children that they've been conceived through like egg donors and whatever, so they shouldn't have to, you know, it's up to them. But yeah, and you just give like a little letter of things, and this is what my letter has, like all these points in it. The biggest one, I think my first one, that letter actually is just being nice to animals, bugs, anything. If you're fucking horrible to an animal, then I actually hope death, genuinely. I think that's the worst thing you can do in life ever. Maybe be a paedophile, second, abuse animals. Like, sorry. Top 5. Oh, so, okay. Oh, so this is your list. Paedophiles, abusing animals, bombing a whole country, burning down I don't know where I was going with that. Has anyone seen that meme? It's like some woman saying that in the top 3 worst things is moving house, and someone's gone, okay, so this is your list: rape, murder, sexual assault, bombing a country, moving house meant to be there. I'm fucked. Everything I do is wrong. I'm disgusting, I'm worthless, I'm shit, I'm vile, I'm gorgeous, I'm funny, I'm kind, I'm beautiful, I'm near perfect, not quite, I'm everything. Anyway, I've totally lost it again. Oh yeah, it's kind of weird. I will have to do a video on my eggs. It's kind of weird, like, this is how I see me donating eggs, right? Because I know some people find it kind of weird. Some people are like, this is strange, like, Do you not think it's weird that you're going to have a baby out there? Right, picture this, okay? My neighbour comes around my house. The cows, they come around my house. They're saying, I'm baking a cake today. Do you have any ingredients? Sorry, they say, I'm baking a cake today. I've got all the ingredients apart from eggs. I'm like, sure. Have my eggs, physical eggs, by the way, not the ones that, they're not putting them in the cake. Fuck me, eating them sounds like something them lot would do anyway. Oh, anyway, and they make the whole cake. They use all their other ingredients, all of the other ingredients are theirs. They add my egg. They make the whole cake. They mix it. They put it in the oven. They check on it. They make sure the cake's doing good in there. Take it out. Admire the cake. Whew, I made that. Is that my cake? Is it my cake because I gave them an egg? No, it's their cake. Like, and that might sound like another weird analogy. In my head, that's how I compress it and make sense to me. That child's not my child. I've just helped the tiniest bit of a process in someone having that. Oh, this is another rule actually I've just thought of. Doing the right thing, even though it might negatively affect you or damage you. I saw it's just because I saw a post earlier of my old best friend. I'm good on my period, right? And I saw a post of you know when you have like an old best friend, and like I've had loads of friends through life that I've thought like I'm probably not going to be friends with them forever, and all the ones that I thought they're my friend forever still are, apart from this one, and it's because I kind of did something that I thought was the best thing to do, but I also knew when I did it, it would probably cost the friendship, which is a bit of a shame. I just saw earlier, because I saw a post that she put on, it came onto my, hopefully she doesn't watch it, I don't think she does, she doesn't follow me on TikTok or anything, but her TikTok came up on mine, and it was like, you know, she's hitting like these milestones that like we would have spoke about when we were younger, and like I'm looking at her and thinking like, fuck, I wish I could like reach out, but we're just not on that level anymore. And basically it was like she'd got a new boyfriend, and I've been with her through loads of boyfriends, and she got this new boyfriend, and I just didn't feel right about it. I didn't say anything, and as time was going on, like she's never speaking to me, she's never speaking to anyone, any other friends really. I'm never seeing her. There was a couple of things where she'd message me out of the blue after like months, things that I was like, this isn't right, and then go quiet again, blah blah. I then heard some things. I went to go see her. That situation was bizarre. Like I don't want to say too much about it, but it really, I was like, this is so not right. And then I heard a couple of things through friends, through the grapevine. And I'd message her a couple of times, and we wouldn't speak a lot. I'd message her a couple of times and say, look, like I'm really worried, blah blah. And then I heard another thing through a friend where I was just like, this is really bad. And my brain was like deciding through like, if I do this, it's probably going to end the friendship, but I would rather do it and it end the friendship, and I know that I've tried something. So I don't know if anyone's heard of Claire's Law. I like a lot of true crime, but not when it's happening to my friend. No, I'm joking. I don't know whether it's happening, so I don't want to put that into anywhere. But I love true crime. And Claire's Law, it's this act where like you can ask about a specific person for yourself, even like if you are worried about your partner, you can like ring them, or I did a statement online, and you ask about a specific person, and they will come back in touch. If it's you, like if I did it about a boyfriend, they would come and tell me, but I did it about my friend, so they don't disclose any of that information to me, they just tell her. And I was battling between doing it and not doing it for ages, and my dad was just like, what would you rather, like stay with this friendship that is sort of wilted anyway because of I think that. And he was like, and be telling all of us, you know, you're worried about something, but not doing anything about it, and then finding out something was happening, or doing the last thing you can to try and help it, and if it works, and if it doesn't, and you're not friends anymore, you've tried, and you don't have to live with like a guilt, you know, later on. And I was like, yeah, no, I just sat there and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And something from what they said to me on the phone, because they couldn't disclose what it was, but there was something, and I kind of forgot about it, because about 6 weeks later I'm in Bangkok, and I'm, you know what, I'm trying to get, I'm in the, I don't know if anyone's been to this, there's a this little piggy fucked off. My sister found that nail down her sofa. So I'm trying to find it. Basically, what I'm trying to find is a vintage Coach bag, and I get a FaceTime from her. And again, we don't speak often anymore. Like we were like sisters before for years. And I get a FaceTime, like, oh, this is random. And she just asks me, and on the spot, and I probably should have said it, but on the spot I also was like, no, it wasn't me. And that was the last time. I think she knew it was me. I know her through and through. I think she knew it was me. And I've not spoken to her since. And that was fucking hell. Maybe like a year and a half ago. Not one word. Whereas before, like, she would dabble in a little bit with me, and I would check up on her and whatever, and we would, you know, we'd still, but yeah, since then, not a peep. Like, when you see like someone like hit milestones and you're like, I thought I was going to be there for all of them, like buying a house, or like, I remember so well like being like 18, and no, we weren't 18, we were like 20, and I remember it was like sat outside this car at her accommodation, because we was having like a house party. It was during COVID, and everyone was in there. We were like sat outside this car, and we were like speaking about life and stuff. And like she was like doing her law degree, then she was going to go Leeds and like do her LPC there, and like we were talking like, oh my god, imagine like 7 years. I'm coming on my period, honestly, but I was like, in like 7 years or 8 years, whatever, you know, you're going to be like a lawyer and stuff. And then I've seen this post, and like she's just qualified, like, funny, and I'm just like, I just find like, fuck, when I was buying that car anyway, and she's talking about becoming a lawyer and what our lives are going to be, I was just there going, yeah, well, I can't wait till I hit fucking 200 men or something. I don't know. Losing a friend is the worst thing ever. Top five worst thing. What? Is that your list, really? Rape, losing a friend, murder, severe murder of family, bombing a whole country, genocide of the masses, fucking death and killing. But friend number two, I don't know where I was going with that one. Do I regret it? Yeah, sometimes. Honestly, yeah, sometimes. Was it the right thing? Hopefully. Oh, but it's a shame sometimes. But anyway, I just drew my period. That's the last one actually I'm now going to think of. You know when people say, oh, I don't live with any regrets? I do. I regret some things I posted last week. I regret doing things. I'm not like, right, if you don't regret anything you've ever done, good for you, like, fuck me. I think that's a little bit entitled. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I don't regret, you know. I've done some bad things probably, I've said some bad things. What am I going to sit here and go, no, I don't regret anything I've ever done? No, I do. Oh, what am I going to sit here and go, no, I don't regret going back and forth with a cheating ex for a year and a half. I never got back with him fully, bear with me, but like messaging back and forth, or like seeing him every now and then. Oh no, I don't regret that. That was a great use of my time. That was really good. not cutting them off when it first happened. I don't know. I don't wish I did that. No, I love. It was character building. No, it wasn't. It was shit. It was horrible. It was way more detrimental for me than just leaving on that first go. What am I going to sit here and say? I don't regret it. No, I do. And there's a lot more that I probably regret as well. And I think if you sit there and say you don't regret anything, I don't know, good for you. I think maybe that's a little bit of a lie, / a little bit self-absorbed, because again, I regret things that I have done to people before. Because once again, I think I'm a person. By the way, when I do that, that's a robot. I don't know if anyone's getting that. So yeah, I think if you say, yeah, I do regret things. I probably spoke to people not very well at some points when I've been angry when I was younger. I've probably done some weird things that I regret, and I think if you say you don't, then maybe you need to have a sit down and think about it. Have a sit down with your ego. Anyway. And the biggest one that I ever do in my life is I just don't get involved in men. And I honestly think that romantically, like, I like, because I think a lot of people think that I'm just this absolute man hater, and yes, I am. No, I like men's company when they're good men. Like, I actually really enjoy being around men when they're good people. Okay, so a girl messaged me the other day and was like, I think we're speaking to the same guy. I was like, I can tell you for a fact, hand on my heart, and take the rock out the stone right now, we're definitely not. Like, and she was like, oh, I'll give you his name, and gave me his name. And I had a look, and like, he DM'd me, like, obviously something about how stunning I think I was, or I get them so often, like, I just end up they just sort of fall into one. But I think I'd replied to him, and I showed her, and I was like, no, I'm not speaking to him. And she sent screenshots between her and his chat, and he said something to her like, yeah, I don't think it's worth even trying though, because she comes across, I think she's a bit of a man hater. So I know I come across like that. I'm glad, but deep down I'm not. But I stay away from men romantically. Absolutely. I think they drain the life out of you. I think if I'm not 100% thinking they're a good person, I'm gone. And what's the last rule that I live by? The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I do whatever the fuck I like.